everybody, how's it going? I'm gonna make this video about social media. It's all about the tips that we kind of learned at Super Saturday. I know we were at different locations, but I'm pretty sure we all learned pretty much the same stuff. So let's get started. So first of all, how you present yourself on social media can make you or break you. Gosh, this is so true. Seriously though, we need to be representing ourselves as positive, happy, full of life, joy. We bring hope. There's just some things that we post and it's just like, dear Lord, like, can you not? It looks so bad on our part. It makes it look like we're super negative. It makes us look like Plexus really isn't working for us. So we just need to be a little more mindful about how we're posting and how we're attracting our audience. No one wants to follow a negative Nancy. So even if you're having the worst day on this planet, you need to bless and release and not broadcast it to everybody because it makes it look so bad. Make it look as if you've never had a bad day in your life, even if you have bad days. Personally, I have bad days more often than you think, but do you see that on social media? No, because I don't want people being nosy and wondering what is wrong with me. I don't want people to think that my life is now ruined and that, that crazy Plexus lady finally had a bad day, mwahaha type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, people are always out to get us, so we just need to keep a strong front. We need to have a game face on, and we just need to project positivity and happiness and joy, no matter what is going on. So next, we need to inspire people. This should be our goal. We need to be an inspiration to people, especially with our generation, with us being millennials. People have some pretty rough things happening to them. Families are breaking up. People are in debt because of college. People are becoming younger parents. Not saying it's a bad thing, but they're struggling to make ends meet because maybe they're stay-at-home moms and only husband or daddy is working. There's just a lot of other issues that us millennials are struggling with that the older generation hasn't struggled with as much maybe. So we need to be inspirational people. We need to give people hope that there is a better future, that this is just a little barrier in their life, that this can be overcome. So let's just be inspired. Let's inspire people, so let's just keep that in mind when we present ourselves on social media. Another goal for us is to tell our story using our social media. So instead of being that Plexus robot that makes it seem like that's all we do and we're just spammers. Like, I really suck at the robot type of thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to know that you're going out to dinner with friends. We need to know that you do have a child. We need to know that you have animals. We need to know that you're traveling. This makes people more engaged in your life. They want to know what you're doing and that you aren't just a Plexus crazy woman, So, incorporate Plexus through the nooks and crannies of your life. So, with every personal post, or for every Plexus post, you need to have 2 personal posts. So 1 Plexus post, 2 personal posts. That creates great balance. Like I said, it keeps people from thinking you're just a spammer. So keep that in mind. Make your life interesting. Even if you're having like a really boring life, like at home, I haven't really done much. I kind of sit at home and work all day. But I've been taking pictures of Bo. I've been taking different painting selfies or just incorporating my business in different ways into my boring life I have here. I'm telling you, once I get into Denver, there'll be more exciting posts, I promise. But for now, it's been kind of hard to get in those nooks and crannies of life. So just do your best. Do what you can and try to make it interesting, Always engage your audience. So, great example of this. There's so many mommies on my Facebook page, and I stinking love it. So what should I be doing? I should be posting a lot more triplex combo stuff. I should be posting more pregnancy testimonies or breastfeeding testimonies. Anything that will gear the reaction to, my pregnant friends or my mommy friends. That's what I should be doing. I should be engaging my audience through my posts. And same goes likewise. So if you see someone while you're scrolling aimlessly through Facebook, because raise your hand, we all do it, right? And you see someone suffering with migraines, don't be that person just to be like, well, that sucks, and keep on scrolling. We need to stop, comment that, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, I'm gonna message you. Message them and say, girl, I've been there, done that. I know how much they suck. I'm sorry to hear that. I want you to know that I'm praying for you. But I want to let you know that I have found something that has relieved my migraines. Would you be interested in hearing more about it? And then you go with Plexus. It's that simple. It's not complicated to do, but it's going to change your business. So engage with people. Ask questions. Ask what they're doing these days. Ask, where they live. Ask about their family. Ask questions. It makes a huge difference. Rather than just posting and commenting all the time. Message them and be like, girl, I love seeing your posts. How have you been? Start the conversation from there. It's really simple, guys. You just have to not be lazy and just do it. Do the little Nike swoosh thing. Just do it, That's what we have to be doing. So, like I said, be mindful of our audience. Understand who our audience is, who we're attracting. Figure out, do we have a lot of migraine people? Do we have a lot of pregnant people? Do we have a lot of people who are just barely making ends meet? And gear your post towards these people. And I swear you're going to get a great feedback on it. Next, passion is so contagious. So whenever someone is excited that they just, landed a brand new job or something, congratulate them. Be one of the first people to congratulate them. Show your excitement. And they're going to be excited for what you're doing too. It goes hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You get excited. They get excited. They get excited. You get excited. It's stuff like that. And it's contagious. And they see that you're so passionate about something. They want to be passionate about something as well. No one wants to go through life boring, nothing interesting, so be passionate. We have cool products, we have a cool company, a cool compensation plan, so be passionate about it. It's awesome. Next, nurture your network. Nurture them, baby them. This is what we do. We help others. We serve others. This has to be our mindset. We have to go in wanting to help others. So instead of seeing Susie have all these migraines and thinking, brand new customer coming my way, putting a little fishing pole out, reeling them in, right? Like, no. Like, don't do that. Instead of being, wanting to get that customer, even though customers are great, that's what we strive for, right? But we need to be like, oh my gosh, that sucks for Susie. I know how she feels. And we need to have that helpful mentality that we want to serve others, help them find that relief, and get them back on track with life. We provide hope. We provide a future. We provide products that change lives. So we have to have that mentality that we are life changers, that we are game changers, that we provide relief. So that's how we have to go about our business instead of, she has a migraine, I'm gonna get her. Ugh, she's pregnant. Yes, finally, 9 months of her using that triplex is coming my way. Like, no, that is not the way to do it. I know some of us think that way. I know I used to, but once I had that servant mentality and that mentality that I can help others, changed my entire business. I would not be where I am today as a senior gold ambassador if it wasn't for my servant mindset and my help mindset. So start thinking that way. Next, join pages and build relationships. Whatever you're interested in, whether it's planning, whether it's scrapbooking, fitness, food, mommies, that's really weird. I meant like children and like those mommy pages type of thing. Like if you're into fitness, get into those like Zumba pages or whatever it is, get engaged. Make a couple friends from those pages. It makes a huge difference. Personally, with me moving to Denver, I joined a couple hiking pages and Zumba pages, and I've been trying to, build relationships with people on that page so that, like, when I get out there and I meet them when I go to class or go on that hike, that they'll be like, oh, that's Allie. Glad she's finally here, stuff like that. So I believe it was Brittany Baumgartner she's a Emerald Ambassador, and she was at the Columbus Super Saturday. She was saying that she joined a page and got ambassadors from it who are now like her inner circle of friends. Like, what? She would have never met these people unless it was for this mommy page she was on. That's incredible. So start thinking of pages that you can be a part of to build relationships with people and, eventually work Plexus into it. Don't just Plex it, vomit. Build relationships. That is so key within our business. So we had Tamara Holloway and we had Brittany Baumgartner for our Super Saturday people. And they gave us 9 tips that I want to go over. And I'm sure they kind of went over these same things no matter what Super Saturday you attended, but these are what they shared with us, and I want to go over them. So first of all, don't be salesy. I feel like we say this all the time, so I always feel like a broken record when I say this. But if you're using verbiage such as like, join my team or message me for details, like, how many times have they joined your team and how many times have they messaged you for details? Slim to none, maybe? That's what I kind of thought. So instead of saying stuff like that, we need to say how awesome our job is and almost convince them mentally that our job is the coolest thing since sliced bread and that they should want to join. They should not want to feel like they're missing out on what we're doing. So, almost create that FOMO for them, fear of missing out, right? FOMO. Okay, you get me, right? Okay, good. So when it comes to FOMO, make sure they're feeling like they're missing out if they don't join your team. When it comes to, instead of saying message me for details, be like, you're not going to want to miss out on this. Or this has truly changed my life. Use energizing words like fabulous, outstanding, great, fantastic. You use those adjectives. That's great. Adjectives. That's what we need to be using. And that kind of gets them to want to message you. Not just saying message me, but using words that's going to want them, make them message you because they're interested. Secondly, stop clicking that share button. I know it takes 1 second to do, and I know it's super convenient, but dear Lord, does it look bad on us, okay? So let's say you share one of my posts. Cool. Whatever, I get it. But when your audience is seeing what you shared, they go directly to my page and they see what I shared and they like my status instead of yours. Sucks, doesn't it? I'm okay with it, but you're probably not, right? So instead of sharing, what we need to be doing is taking that 3 seconds and just copy and paste. All right? Copy and paste. That's it. Takes 3 seconds. And even better, tweak the verbiage around a little bit. I know we all like to share stuff from Emily or any of our great Southern ambassadors, but what term do they always use that us in Western Pennsylvania don't always use? Y'all. They use the word y'all. That's something we don't use up in Western Pennsylvania. I'm making this more towards everybody, of course, but there's majority of people are from Pennsylvania, so that's why I'm like throwing that in there real quick. So if you're from the South, keep doing your thing. You're doing great. But us Western Pennsylvania people, guys, we don't say y'all. We say the word yins. We are from around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We speak Pittsburghese. So, throw in a yins if you need to. And some of you guys hate that. So be it. Say you guys. I don't care. Just don't use the word y'all. We don't use that word. So, sorry. End rant right there. Sorry. But, check your verbiage. Make sure it's something that you would say. Add in a couple adjectives that you would use. And make it your own. Create your own. But use the same post. Copy and paste. Correct the verbiage. That's all you need to do. Third, ask yourself before you post, am I bringing value to my audience? So, before you post, are you making it interesting? Are you making it inviting? Are you educating your audience? Are they going to understand what you have to say when you make that post? As ambassadors, our main goal is to educate our audience and to help them understand that Plexus is more than what they think it is. So, think about when you post, what value are you adding to your audience? Fourth, post those other testimonies. Post other testimonies. We've been doing great at this, and I am so impressed with you guys because those testimonies you're posting are stinking awesome. I love them. I love reading through them, and some of them I've never even seen before, so even better, I'm learning something new, so it's great. But how many times are we saying, look what Brianna shared today? Caitlin has to say, how many times are we saying stuff like that? It doesn't look good. It's not very exciting. It doesn't draw people attention, So what we need to be doing is, oh my gosh, check out this awesome weight loss testimony. Brianna has been working so hard. I'm so excited for her. Listen to what she has to say about her journey. Add in a couple sentences to make it inviting and exciting for people to want to read. Because first of all, they know it's about weight loss. So they're going to be like, okay, great. So they're going to go directly to it. So it lets them know what they're going to learn. And it shows that you're excited for that other person instead of being selfish. So when sharing testimonies, keep doing them. You're doing great. but make it a little more inviting and exciting. Number 6, save posts and tweet them. All right. That's what we need to be doing. There's so many times that when we see this great, fantastic post by someone, there's like 15 of us that want to share it at the same time, right? Don't do that. It looks so bad, especially when we're all from the same area mostly, and they see like 15 of the same post. They're like, huh, Plexus is at it again, eh? Look at everybody sharing that same post, huh? Good, great. They're going to unfollow you, they're going to unfriend you, and they're going to hide you from their timeline. That's exactly what's going to happen. So instead, save that post for a rainy day and use it a couple weeks later. Or use that same post and use it with other social media outlets. Use your Twitter, use your Instagram, use your Pinterest. Do something different other than Facebook to share stuff like that. It makes a huge difference. Next, help them instead of them helping you. This goes back to the servanthood, helpful mentality. We need to serve others. We need to help others. We can't just think, here comes another customer. We need to think, great, this is another life we can change. So change your mindset and help others and serve others. And that will help you in the long run. So just think about it that way. Next, make a follow list. All right, so this list is really cool. This is the list that you make of people that you just completely love. This is like Celeste. This is Sarah Marble. This is Christy Hall. This is Timmy Yancey. This is Emily Roberts. These are people that you just love, and you love to follow them on social media, on YouTube. You need to make a list for yourself and subscribe to them, follow them, see what they're doing. Their lives are interesting, so follow them. And then when you have a new ambassador, send that same list to them and tell them, hey, you know what? I love following these people. I bet you will too. And just see what happens. And then encourage them to find some new people to follow. So create those follow lists. Next, always use images. This is so important. Instead of just saying, I'm at Applebee's with my friends tonight. I am so excited to see everybody. Instead of just saying that, post a picture of your food and your drink. That simple. We love seeing pictures. Instead of talking about your baby all the time, post a picture of it. Instead of saying, I love my puppy, post a picture of your puppy. People love pictures. Think about it. When you were growing up as a kid, you probably read a couple storybooks, right? How many of those books were picture books? Probably a lot of them. Probably none of us were reading, regular textbooks type of things, because they weren't interesting. They didn't, pique our interest because they weren't colorful. They weren't vibrant. They weren't eye-catching. So think about it that way with your posts. Who really enjoys reading a paragraph of stuff? But when you add a picture in with it, with a few sentences, people love to see that. It's colorful. The mind tells a story with it. It's eye-catching. The mind is drawn to it. So, keep that in mind. Add images, use images. I am not saying graphics. Repeat after me. I am not using graphics. Instead, use images. Graphics don't help us. Images are great. They tell a story. These are personal images that we use with our phone, or we take a picture with, and then we post about it, okay? So, not graphics, like X that out. No. Images, okay? You guys are probably thinking I took my crazy pills today. I'm just saying, guys, this is real life stuff. This is inspirational. This is inspiring. This is stuff we need to be doing to grow our businesses. So to make it interesting, we have to be in sync here, okay? So last thing I'm going to go over before I shut this off, because you guys are probably thinking I'm so sick of hearing Allie at this point, is think outside the box. So I know it takes a little bit more time to be creative. I'm not creative minded, so this is hard for me, but so worth it to the business. So instead of posting, let's just say, thanks to Plexus, I have kicked my coffee habit. Instead of saying that, take a picture of your coffee pot or your Keurig and be like, you know what, we've come a long way. I'm sorry to say that, we're over. I have moved on to something better. This is something that's going to take care of me and be with me for the long run. And, post a picture of you're slim next to the Keurig or something. That's, first of all, funny. Second of all, people are going to be like, she kicked her coffee habit. Bye-bye to the Keurig. And thirdly, that's fun. That's a fun post. That's that's a post that people can resonate with and relate to. So, take the time, think outside the box, be creative, and I'm telling you, it's going to pay off in the long run. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to this, video about social media. I hope it helps grow your business. Please share with your teams, because this is what's going to help this team in the long run, and this is what we should be practicing every day. All right? Have a great one, guys.